Episode 19.
C1 level. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Daily 5 Words. On this channel, our goal is to help you learn 5 new English words every day in a fun and easy way. We usually start with a short story where these words are used naturally, and then we explain each word in detail so you can understand it and use it confidently. Today's words are alleviate, consolidate, fluctuate, mitigate, and optimize. So I'm going to tell you today's story, and while you listen, pay attention to how these words are used naturally in real situations. Once the story is finished, we'll break down each word with examples and tips so you can use them like a pro in your own conversations. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And also, you can download the PDF and audio files for this episode in the description section. Don't forget to listen to the audio throughout the day. It's the best way to improve your listening and remember new vocabulary. All right, let's get started. The project that needed balance. During one of the busiest months of the year, Lena realized that her team was starting to feel exhausted. Their schedule was full of meetings, deadlines, and sudden requests from different departments. To alleviate some of the pressure, she suggested creating a short break in the morning where everyone could organize their tasks before starting any new work. The team agreed, and even this small change helped them feel more in control. Later that day, Lena led a planning session. She noticed that all their important information, emails, reports, messages, and drafts, was scattered across too many tools. Wanting to make things easier, she encouraged everyone to consolidate their documents into one shared digital folder. It took time, but once everything was gathered in one place, the team could finally see the full picture of the project. As they reviewed the latest numbers, they discovered an interesting pattern. Customer activity seemed to fluctuate week by week, sometimes rising without a clear reason, and sometimes dropping unexpectedly. These inconsistent changes made planning difficult, so Lena suggested looking deeper into customer habits. With better understanding, she believed they could create a stronger strategy. To handle the unpredictable changes, Lena designed a plan to mitigate the impact of the sudden drops in engagement. She recommended preparing backup content, improving customer support responses on slow days, and adjusting their posting schedule. Her ideas helped the team feel more prepared instead of surprised. Finally, Lena organized a workshop to show everyone how to optimize their workflow. She demonstrated how to shorten long processes, reduce repeated tasks, and communicate more clearly. The team practiced new methods together, and within a few days, they noticed real improvements. By the end of the week, the stressful atmosphere had changed. The team felt calmer, more focused, and much more confident. Lena didn't just help them complete a project, she helped them build a better way of working, one that balanced efficiency with well-being. Now, let's take some time to look closely at the 5 important words for today. Word number 1. Alleviate. Part of speech, verb. Meaning, to make something less painful, less difficult, or less severe. It usually refers to reducing discomfort, pressure, suffering, or negative effects without removing the problem completely. Often used for physical pain, emotional stress, financial strain, or social problems. Example sentences. The new policy was created to alleviate pressure on local hospitals. Drinking water helped alleviate her headache. The charity works to alleviate poverty in rural communities. Synonyms: lessen, ease, relieve, soothe, assuage. Word family. Alleviation, noun. A noticeable reduction in pain, stress, difficulty, or hardship. The improvement that happens when a problem becomes more manageable. Example: the alleviation of traffic during holidays made driving easier. Alleviative. Adjective. Having the effect of reducing severity, discomfort, or difficulty, aimed at providing relief. They introduced alleviative steps to support families after the flood. Alleviator. Noun. Someone or something that provides relief, comfort, or support in a difficult situation. Fresh air acted as an alleviator for her anxiety. Common uses and phrases. Alleviate pain. To reduce physical discomfort. The cream helped alleviate pain in her joints. Alleviate concerns. To reduce worries or fears. Example: the doctor's explanation alleviated her concerns about the surgery. Alleviate poverty. To reduce economic hardship and improve living conditions. Example: several programs were launched to alleviate poverty in the region. Other information for learners. This verb is common in health, charity, and policy contexts. It does not mean to solve a problem fully, only to make it less severe. Example: policies may alleviate pollution, but not eliminate it completely. Word number 2. Consolidate. Part of speech. Verb. Meaning: to bring separate parts together so they form a stronger, more stable, or more effective whole. It can mean combining groups, strengthening control or understanding, or making something more organized and secure. Example sentences. The two companies consolidated their operations to save costs. She reviewed her notes to consolidate her understanding. The leader consolidated power after the election. Synonyms: combine, merge, strengthen, unify, centralize. Word family. Consolidation. Noun. The process of merging, strengthening, or unifying things so they become more stable or effective, often used in business, learning, and politics. Example: the consolidation of resources helped the team work more efficiently. Consolidated, adjective, is an adjective that means made stronger, unified, or combined into a single stable form after planning or organization. Example: all data was placed in a consolidated report for easier analysis. Consolidator. Noun. A person or company that gathers separate elements and combines them into one system, product, or shipment. Example: a cargo consolidator reduced shipping expenses for small businesses. Common uses and phrases. Consolidate power. To make control or authority stronger and more stable. Example: the new director worked quickly to consolidate power within the department. Consolidate debts. To combine multiple debts into a single payment. Example: many people consolidate debts to manage their finances more easily. Consolidate information. To gather and organize details into a clear, unified form. Example: the researcher consolidated information from several studies. Other information for learners. Consolidate is often used after an initial success or action to make results permanent or stable. Example: after winning their first contract, the company consolidated its position in the market. Word number 3. Fluctuate. Part of speech. Verb. Meaning: to change levels, values, or amounts frequently and unpredictably. It describes rise and fall movements that do not stay stable. Common for prices, temperatures, moods, and market trends. Example sentences. Oil prices fluctuate almost every week. Her motivation fluctuated during exam season. The company's profits fluctuated throughout the year. Synonyms: vary, oscillate, shift, waver, Rise and fall. Word family. Fluctuation. Noun. The repeated rise and fall or variation of something, such as prices, energy levels, or statistics. There was a major fluctuation in visitor numbers over the summer.
Fluctuating, adjective, changing constantly and unpredictably. Example, the fluctuating exchange rate affected travel costs. Fluctuant, adjective, variable or unstable, often used in scientific or medical descriptions of movement or change. Example, the fluctuant pattern of results made the experiment difficult to analyze.
Common uses and phrases. Fluctuate widely. To change a lot in a short period. Example, temperatures fluctuate widely in some desert regions. Fluctuate between 2 points. To move back and forth between 2 states. Example, her opinion fluctuated between excitement and nervousness. Fluctuating prices. Prices that rise and fall unpredictably. Fluctuating prices make budgeting more challenging. Other information for learners. Fluctuate is commonly used in economic reports, scientific writing, and news discussions about trends. Example, markets often fluctuate before major political events. Word number 4. Mitigate. Part of speech, verb. Meaning, to reduce the harmful, negative, or serious effects of something. It focuses on lowering the impact of problems, risks, or damage rather than removing them completely.
Example sentences. Emergency plans were created to mitigate the impact of the storm. Training helped mitigate some of the new employees' challenges. Water barriers were used to mitigate flood risk. Synonyms: reduce, moderate, lessen, alleviate, allay.
Word family. Mitigation. Noun. Actions, strategies, or measures designed to reduce harm, risk, or negative consequences. Example, mitigation efforts during the wildfire saved many homes. Mitigative. Adjective. Intended to reduce harmful effects or soften the impact of a situation. The mitigative measures prevented further environmental damage. Mitigator. Noun. A thing or person that reduces harm or makes a problem less serious. Shade trees act as natural mitigators for extreme heat. Common uses and phrases. Mitigate risk. Reduce the chance of something harmful happening. Example, insurance is used to mitigate financial risk. Mitigate damage. Reduce the seriousness of harm. Example, quick action helped mitigate damage during the fire. Mitigate consequences. Soften the impact of a negative outcome. Example, counseling can mitigate the emotional consequences of trauma. Other information for learners. This verb commonly appears in legal, environmental, and professional contexts. It often sounds formal and intentional. Example, companies must take steps to mitigate environmental harm. Word number 5. Optimize. Part of speech, verb. Meaning, to improve something so it works at the highest possible level of efficiency, speed, usefulness, or quality. It involves adjusting a system, plan, or process to get the best outcome. Example sentences. Developers optimize the app to perform better on older phones. We need to optimize our time before the deadline. The machine was optimized for maximum productivity. Synonyms: improve, enhance, refine, maximize, streamline. Word family. Optimization. Noun. The process of improving something to reach its best possible performance or efficiency. Example, Website optimization increased the company's online sales.
Optimized. Adjective. Adjusted or improved for best results. Example, the optimized workflow saved the team hours of work each week. Optimizer. Noun. A tool, program, or person that performs improvements to make a system work better. Example, a code optimizer helped make the software faster. Common uses and phrases. Optimize performance. Improve how well something works. Example, the team optimized performance by updating equipment. Optimize time. Use time in the most effective way. Example, he reorganized his tasks to optimize time during busy days.
Optimize resources. Use available tools or materials efficiently. Example, the manager optimized resources by reducing waste. Other information for learners. Optimize is extremely common in technology, engineering, productivity, and business. It suggests strategic or technical improvement.